So hello, what's up? I hope all of you are doing great. Welcome to this session in which we are going to cover a very important concept within 5 to 10 minutes. So I request you all to maintain full attention. Got it, sir? So we covered a essay called Essay 705. ठीक है, sir. Essay 705 talked about what? Modification to the auditor's opinion in the independent auditor's report. So what were the three types of opinion it talked about? Sir, DACU opinion, disclaimer, adverse, qualified. DAQ, DACU, disclaimer, adverse, qualified, right? Plus it also talked about the resignation of auditor. So let's revise the concept fast. In Essay 705 we discussed the concept of limitation on the scope of auditor. Limitation on the scope of auditor. Limitation on scope means somewhere you are not able to get sufficient and appropriate evidence. Somewhere you are not able to get sufficient and appropriate evidence, then Baba, you need to consider its impact. If the impact is material but not pervasive. If the impact is material but not pervasive, which opinion did we give? Sir, in that case, we used to give a qualified opinion. Got it, sir. But if the impact is both material as well as pervasive, sir, pervasive means it is affecting the financial statement as a whole and you don't have sufficient and appropriate evidence. So, Baba, when you don't have sufficient and appropriate evidence, do you think you will be in a position to draw the conclusion? Answer is no. Do you think you will be in a position to give an opinion? The answer is no. So, do you think you should issue any report? You should continue with the audit? The answer is no. So, the first priority in this case is always withdraw from the engagement. Withdraw from the engagement if it is possible. If it is possible as per the law or regulation. Got it or not? Got it, sir. But if it is not possible, as per the law regulation, then in that case, what you were required to do? Sir, in that case, we were required to disclaim our opinion. That means you were not required to give any opinion. Now your question to me, sir, can you give us an example of the law regulation? Can you give us an example of law regulation? Answer is yes, I can. So basically, SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India, has prepared some regulations for listed entities. Which entities? Listed entities. So let's say for a listed entity, there is a financial year 24-25. Oh, this financial year begins from 1st of April 2024. It goes on till 31st of March 2025. In this, there are 4 quarters. Quarter 1 ends here, quarter 2 ends here, quarter 3 ends here. Okay. What is the end of quarter 1? 30th of June. What is the end of quarter 2? 30th of September. What is the end of quarter 3? 31st of December. Okay. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. So I hope you understand this thing. Every listed entity is required to give a quarterly review report. As per the requirements of SEBI, every listed entity is required to give a quarterly review report for quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 and quarter 4. So let's say our auditor who is doing the audit of a listed entity, he wants to resign. And let's say he wants to resign after quarter 1. So the provision says if you are resigning within 45 days, if you are resigning within 45 days from the end of quarter, if you are resigning within how many days? 45 days. Then in that case, before resignation, you have to give the limited review report. You have to give the limited review report for the quarter number 1. Got it, sir? But sir, what if it is after 45 days? What if it is after 45 days? Then in that case, not only quarter 1, but also quarter 2 report needs to be given. Let's take an example. Let's take 2 examples. I think with that, things will be crystal clear to you. Let's say the date of resignation is 10th of July. 10th of July 2024. Now you people tell me within how many days the auditor resigned? Sir, here the auditor resigned after quarter 1, that is after 30th of June. In how many days? Within 10 days. So can I say within 10 days is within 45 days? Answer is yes, sir. Within 10 days is within 45 days. So here he needs to issue the report only for quarter 1. Is this thing clear to you? Yes, sir. Let's take example number 2. Here the date of resignation is, let's say, 18th of August. Oh. Now tell me how many days from the quarter? Sir, 31 days of July, 18 days of August, it counts to 49 days. It counts to 49 days, which is more than 45 days from the end of quarter. So in this case, quarter 1 reports need to be given, and in addition, quarter 2 also needs to be given. In addition, quarter 2 also needs to be given. And the third example, and this is the most logical example, you people tell me, if an auditor is giving the limited review report for quarter 1, 2 and 3, for all the quarters he has given the report, don't you think he should also give for quarter 4? Answer is yes. SEBI says if you have done the 75% work, do the 25% also. Do the 25% also. So in this case, he cannot resign before giving the quarter 4 report plus the audit report. Plus the audit report for the whole financial year. Plus the audit report for whole financial year, he needs to give it before resignation. This audit report for whole financial year also needs to be given. You people are getting this point or not? Yes sir, we got the point. Now let's quickly go through these provisions. In case these are not in your book after SA 705, this is the addendum sheet that you need to refer. It is there in your Google Drive. Okay, sir. It says SEBI provisions on the auditor resignation for listed entities. So if the auditor is proposing to resign within 45 days, if the auditor is proposing to resign within 45 days, then you need to issue the limited review report for that quarter. Just give me a second. So yes, issue the limited review report for such quarter. Okay, here such quarter will come. It will be there in your PDF. Don't worry. Okay, sir. Now, sir, if it is after 45 days, if it is after 45 days from the end of quarter, then that quarter as well as next quarter. That quarter as well as next quarter. And sir, if you have issued the limited review report for first 3 quarters, that is quarter 1, 2, 3, you need to also issue the audit report for full year before you resign. Is this point clear to you? Yes, sir. This is the example that we have already covered. If you are resigning on 18th August, that means after 45 days from quarter 1, so you need to issue the report for quarter 1 as well as quarter 2. Let's take one more example. Okay? Let's assume the date of resignation. The date of resignation of the auditor is 17th of November 2024. So can I say he has issued the report for quarter 1? Yes. Has he issued the report for quarter 2? Not yet. So when does the quarter 2 end? 30th of September. So he is resigning after how many days from 30th of September? Sir, 31 days of October, 17 days of November. So total 48 days, which is more than 45 days. Which is more than 45 days from end of quarter. So can I say he needs to issue the report for quarter 2 as well as the next quarter, that is quarter number 3. These 2 quarter reports need to be given. Yes, sir. But he has already given quarter 1. He is required to give quarter 2 and quarter 3. So can I say that provision is applicable when the auditor is issuing the report for 3 quarters? He needs to issue for the 4th quarter as well as the audit report for whole financial year. Answer is yes. So in this case, quarter 4 also needs to be given, plus the audit report for complete financial year needs to be given. Audit report for complete financial year needs to be given. So please consider this example also. Got it, sir? Now, sir, understand one thing. Recently, many auditors have resigned. For example, from Adani Group of companies, some auditors resigned. From different types of companies, many auditors have been resigning in recent times. So whenever you resign, I hope you remember there is a section that you must have studied in intermediate, section 140 subsection 2. Sir, what does this section talk about? It says whenever you resign as an auditor from a company, you need to file ADT3 I got free. ADT3 I got free in how many days? 3 for 30 days. 3 for 30 days from the date of resignation, and this ADT3 needs to be filed with 2 people. Sir, who are the 2 people? First of all, the company from which you are resigning. Second is the registrar of the companies that is looking after it. And the third one is in case of a government company. Sir, who is the person in case of government company who needs to know it? C and AG. You also need to file with C and AG, that is a government company. In this ADT3, you were required to state the reasons. What are the reasons of resignation? So what were many auditors saying? They were not disclosing the reasons properly. They were just writing professional preoccupation. They were just writing professional preoccupation, which is not valid. So ICAI says that the auditors of unlisted company will not mention professional preoccupation as a reason. They should clearly mention. They should clearly mention the reason for resignation. We want to know. We want to know. So please make sure you understand this point so that in case ICAI asked any case study based question or any different type of question, you are able to handle it properly. So thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, do give a thumbs up in the comment section, and yes, stay connected to the channel for more such videos. All the best. Keep going.